Good day, and thank you for once again tuning in to Enoch Baptist Church. You know, as you live life, one of the things that we're always confronted with is those peaks and valleys of life. And what we know is that in life, valleys can be caused by so many things. You know, you can be going through financial calamity to cause you to be in a valley. There are relationship issues that can cause you to be in a valley. And sometimes you can get so deep in the valley that you feel like things are hopeless. Our lesson today helps us to understand that when we are in a valley, God is still there with us, and He's still able to bring us through. So today we explore what we need to do, how we need to deal with those valleys, not so we can get out, but so we can have life and live in the valley so others will know that even in the valley, God is still there.
Hope in the valley, help in the valley of hopelessness. Um, Everybody, doesn't matter how saved you are, doesn't matter how close to God you are, how old or how young you are, will experience valleys in their life. Uh, in fact, the only thing that we can say of a surety is that my valley may not be the same as your valley, but we're going to both have some valleys. And not only will we have valleys, but the mere fact that they are called valleys is an indication that there will be some walls around us that will make it seem like we cannot climb out of where we are. David described his valley as this. He said it is a valley of the shadow of death, indicating the desperation he felt while he was in the valley. Some valleys are caused by lack of finances. Anybody ever had a financial valley? Not because you're not making enough money, but because sometimes you're trying to help somebody else out. And that'll cause you to be in stress while you wait on them to do what they said they were going to do. Some valleys are caused by those who you love dearly. You ever had folk in your house that you can't get rid of? Valleys. Is that all right to take time to Yeah. Some valleys are health valleys, no doubt. We cannot walk away from that. Some valleys are because of health reasons. You know. Then there are some valleys that are relational valleys. I don't mean just boyfriend, girlfriend valley, but on the job valley, where you gotta go every Monday through Friday. You don't want to go, but you gotta go. Yeah, valley. Then there are some relationship valley where they are biologically related to you. You know, some of the deepest valleys you're gonna find are from folk that got the same mama you got. Same daddy you got. Some valleys in your life. Some valleys are bone of your bone, flesh of your flesh. They don't live in your house anymore. They're grown, but they still got your DNA in valleys. And because of the closeness of the cause of your valleys, it's difficult just to put it aside. Because they like your heart is with them in the, so it's hard. But there's hope in the midst of a valley of helplessness. I I'm going to talk about dry bone in a slightly different connotation here. When you look at the text, and just for a little history, when you look at the text, here's what Ezekiel was going through. Ezekiel was a prophet that prophesied during the time when Israel had been removed from their homeland. Here they were, a thriving nation. They have been removed from their homeland, and now they're in a strange land. Now, when they're in this strange land, what causes them to feel so helpless is that their captor has now robbed them of what they consider to be their spiritual strength, in that their captors have plundered the temple. And so from their perspective, their God resided in the temple. If you take away the temple, you take away our God. And so their thought process at that time was that there is nothing now that can save us from our plight. But God got a way of always showing up when the enemy thinks he has you down. And so he sends word through his prophet Ezekiel and says to him, he asked Ezekiel a simple question. Son of man, can these dry bones live? It took him spiritually to a place where he could look out and see bones dried up in the valley. And he said to him that these bones are representative of my children that have no more strength, that have no more fervor, they have no more faith, they are disjointed, they are out of place, they are no longer connected like they ought to be. He says, can they live, Ezekiel? And Ezekiel says, how in the world should I know? God, you know, because you are God. Let me stay here about 30 seconds if that's all right. I believe the reason why he said that to Ezekiel was to strengthen Ezekiel's understanding of who he was. Because if the prophet had knew God the way he should have known God, he would have known that he wouldn't have to have said to God, only you know. Because he would have known that with God, all things are possible. And so he says to Ezekiel, can these dry bones live? And he says to Ezekiel, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go and I want you to prophesy to the bones. I need you to preach to the bones and give them word from up on high. And I need you to say to the bones that I'm going to cause breath to enter into you. Ezekiel doesn't understand what's going on right now. And the Lord says, preach to them as I have commanded you. Don't try to understand my word. Just follow my word. Can I say about this? Because sometimes we are locked into God, I don't understand why you're telling me to do this. But the secret things don't belong to us. The secret things belong to our God. It is not our God to understand. It is our God to just follow what the word tells us to do. He says, preach to the bones, prophesy to them, and the wind will come, and my spirit will take care of the rest. And while he's preaching to the bones, here's what the Bible tells us. And all of a sudden, tendons began to grow on the bone. And those tendons grew from one bone to another bone and pulled those bones back together as if they were forming a body. And once those tendons pull those bones back together, touch somebody, say, God can pull any situation back together again. It might seem like it's lost right now, but God can make a way for it. He pulled those bones back together. And then the Bible says he put flesh on them bones. Look at how God can operate now. He can take that which had been stripped by your and bone. But it didn't stop right there. The Bible says then he put skin to cover the flesh. God got a way, I tell you, of covering things up and making them almost like brand new. You say, why almost? Because he wasn't done yet. And then he said to Ezekiel, now prophesy to the wind. Talk to the wind. Look at God. Look at God just talking junk. Talk to the wind. And he prophesied to the wind. And then the wind came up. Breathe on those bones. It wasn't the ordinary wind that breathed on the bones. And life came back in them bones. And them bones got up. And he said, this is my army that I have prepared. Touch somebody, tell them, I'm a soldier. In the army of the Lord. Dry bones in the valley. Somebody in the valley right now don't know how they're going to get out. Somebody going through a financial valley right now don't know how they're going to get out. You don't just have one job, but you got a part-time job. And you trying to hustle on the side. And you still ain't making the ends meet. But God got a way to get you out of your life. Somebody got a medical problem right now. Doctor gave you some messed up news. You might be in the valley right now. But God got a way to get you out of the valley. He said prophesy. Prophesy. Preach, in other words. Preach to your situation. By preach, I mean stop talking negative to your situation. But talk positive to your situation. Stop going, woe is me, while you're down there in the valley. But talk positive stuff about where you are right now. You may be financially strapped right now, but don't talk about where you are. Talk about what God is doing for you while you're in the valley. Be thankful. Even though you ain't got a whole lot of money, but God is still blessing you while you're in the valley. Because there are some those that are worse off than you are. Don't you let negative thought, negative people get in your head, but preach to your problem. Preach to your medical condition. Tell your medical condition, I know you think you got me, but God got you. You can't hold on to solo. God don't get away from me. He told him to prophesy. Then he said, blow, talk to the wind, and let the wind get on the inside. You got to open up yourself to the guidance and the indwelling of the Holy Spirit. The Lord said, I will cause my spirit to enter into them, and I'm going to give them life. No, he did not say, when I get in them, I'm going to take them out of the valley. He said, I'm going to give them life while they are in the valley. You need to understand what God's getting ready to do for you. He's going to make a way for you, not to get you out of the valley, but to give you life while you're in the valley. I need to testify to somebody right about now. I've been in the valley, and God gave me life in the valley. Don't you know But I'm going to pull you back together. I'm going to make you one. And I'm going to take you back to where you came from. And you're going to be a blessing to those that come near you. And you will know that I am your God. God made a promise to them about how and when he will deliver them. He's letting them know that I got an appointed place and an appointed time. I have established the time for your deliverance. I have chosen to give you an expected end. Jeremiah put it this way. He said that God knows his thoughts towards you. Thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. In other words, you may be in the valley now, but God already has established a specific date, a specific time, a specific hour, a specific minute, and a specific second. Can I get somebody who's been in the valley, but who you least expected to get out? There was a moment in time that you can even put your finger on when God got you out of your valley. He said that God knows his thoughts towards you. Somebody ought to get excited now, because he said that God knows you, and God is thinking about you. I might be in the valley, but God knows his thoughts toward me. God thinking about me in the valley. That's some good stuff right there. That my God, even though he's sitting up high, is still thinking about me. He see me in my valley. God got a specific time for me, for my blessing. God know how long I can stay in my valley. God know how long I can put up with being in my valley. But God got a reason for me being in my valley. But when God time comes, I need somebody to help me preach that. But when God time comes, and I say I need somebody to help me preach, I need somebody that's been in the valley that can look at somebody else and say, my enemy thought I won't go get out. My enemy thought I won't go make it. I was in there for a long time. I even thought I won't go get out. But when God made the way for me, when God made the way for me, I need somebody to get a neighbor high five. And when God made the way for me, when God lifted me up, when God turned me around, when God put my feet back on solid ground, I've been in the valley, but I'm out now. I'm riding high. I got up on the rough side of the mountain, went over on the other side. I know God got help. In the midst of our hopelessness. Here's what he said to the woman. He's been back on the level. Calmness of the hill. He said to them that I'm going to bring you out the valley.
Come on.
And you will know that I am your God. That you will know. I've often wondered sometimes, Lord, why have I got to go here and put up with and deal with? Why? He said, because I need you to know that I am the Lord thy God. I used to be what I call an intellectual Christian. We'll talk to you about 2-3 minutes and let it go. I used to be an intellectual Christian. In other words, I had gone through seminary, and I'm proud to say that I graduated summa cum laude. For those of you who don't speak Latin, summa cum laude is with the highest honors. That means I was top in my class. But I only had an intellectual understanding of God. I knew God's word, but I only had an intellectual understanding. I could preach about it, and I could teach about it, but it was intellectual. I needed to go in a valley. Because until you've been in a valley, you don't know who God is. And when I got in my valley, I was questioning, God, why would you put me here? I'm the pastor of a church. I'm preaching and I'm teaching the word. And God said, when I bring you out, you ain't going to just preach what you read about. When I bring you out, you're going to preach what you know. See, sometimes God will leave you just long enough for you to know that I didn't get out of mama. I didn't get out of daddy. It wasn't my doctor that brought me out. It wasn't my spouse that brought me out. My friends may have abandoned me. And the only way I got out, somebody got out and know. And give God some praise. Somebody know that I'm dead. For the Lord. Oh my God. I would have got out of the valley. You need to let somebody know that my God is real. That my God is a deliverer. That my God will make a way. That my God is a healer. That my God is a savior. That my God is a friend. That my God will be your mama. That my God will be your father. That my God is my all. In the valley of helplessness, that you will know, he said, I am your God. We talk about we love Jesus. We talk about what he can do. But until you've been in a valley, until you've been
Preaching that.
you ever ask yourself sometime why folk can say they're saved and sanctified and come to church on one out the month? I didn't say you did.
Whoa!
I was looking at the third row. I was looking at you. Don't tell them to shut me. It's all right. Why are they talking back to me now? Tell me why you walk over here sometime. Let me tell you something. When you've been in a valley and God has brought you out, ain't nobody got to prime you to go to church.
Yeah, that's right, preacher. That's when you know it already. You gotta wake me up so we can teach you this. Amen.
So you'll get mad at the pastor and come anyway.
That's it.
And pray on the
How
pastor.
you preaching, God?
Lord, straighten up them down.
Preach,
You
God.
get mad at somebody in the choir, you'll come anyway.
Preach.
Because you don't care about them.
That's it. I ain't coming for you
They
anyway.
ain't got to sing not one
I
song.
don't care who's singing
Get
anyway.
you excited about what God has done for you.
Oh, yeah.
You can even have to pray not one prayer
Not
to
one.
get you excited about what God has done for you. Because you know when
Amen.
you was in your valley,
Come on, preacher.
the pastor didn't get you out.
No, sir.
Choir didn't get you out.
No, sir.
Jesus got you out.
Yeah. Amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lord.
I want you to know whether you are saved or unsaved.
Jesus' name.
He was really preaching to folk that knew God, right? But whether you know God or don't know God, you don't have to stay in a valley. And you need to know Christ, because if you have not been in one, you will go in one. You're going to get there. And some of you got there and almost lost your mind while you was in there. But even though you hadn't got God, God still has you. I want to extend an invitation today because somebody is ready to lift up their hand to Christ and say, Lord, I yield to you today. I want you as my Lord and my Savior. I've been in the valley too long now. The church doesn't open, the invitation is out there.